look what the drag cat in. Damn it. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Studio A. I'm your host, Josh Lawrence, but not just a host of a show. In fact, to make ends meet, Studio A is also a restaurant now. Table for 3? Do you have a reservation? See, what I'm doing here is I'm making it sound like we're an important restaurant by implying we have a reservation system, when in fact, I'm actually just rambling to one of 3 cameras in the room. I can seat you immediately. Your server will be over shortly. Welcome to Studio A's Bar and Grill. I'll be your server tonight. Apologies, I am also the server because we're a little short-staffed. We probably should stop offering our shifts over Craigslist. We should try Yik Yak next. Have you folks dined with us before? No? All right. Well, Studio A's Bar and Grill is a locally sourced, made-from-scratch kitchen, the water being locally sourced from the Hudson River, and Scratch being the nickname we gave to our chef. Hell of a dandruff problem on that guy. Had someone here with a dairy allergy return their pasta because he thought we put Parmesan on it. Well, we preferred not to correct him on that one anyway. Well, thank you for choosing us. Shall I go over the menu? All right. Well, for tonight on draft, we have the Red Fox IPA, the Poughkeepsie Pilsner, the Green Liquid, the Super Beer, which is just 2 beers, and Miller Lite. Our handcrafted cocktails include the Dirty Red Bullatonin, an expertly mixed Red Bull with melatonin and vodka, the Thomas Weston, which actually contains some of his DNA, the Darty Water Beer, and our house salad is called the Marist Beige. It contains the campus's iconic dried grass. Our special dish for the evening is called Josh Roulette, which is my own creation, which is mostly a bowl of M&Ms, a few Skittles to keep you guessing, and then some Advil. Before we get things started, any allergies I should be aware of? Just comedy? Well, yeah, you'll be totally fine. We've got a great meal for you all, so let's get this party started.
The Pope is dead. Liberalism is dead. Tyler is dead. But Amanda is here.
Katy Perry was a part of the first all-woman crew to go to space since 1963, and upon reaching Earth, she kissed the ground, and needless to say, she liked it.
The White House is looking to replace Pete Hegseth as Defense Secretary. The White House statement mirrors Hegseth's own statements in regards to alcohol, stating that they can quit Hegseth anytime they wish.
Big day for Conclave fans. The Pope is dead. All around the world, people are mourning, including me, who had a joke about the Pope I can't use anymore.
RFK Jr. pledges to find the cause of autism by September. No one knows for sure what Kennedy will claim causes autism. The only clue the secretary left us is that it rhymes with vaccines.
Bad day to be a fan of Red Dye number 40. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is to announce a plan to remove artificial dyes from the nation's food supply. If you try to take my Starburst away from me, I'll make sure the Kennedy curse continues. You can't taste the rainbow if it's not there. RFK Jr. is to blame for Toucan Sam's impending unemployment.
Feminist icon Jeff Bezos launched a rocket with an all-female crew into space for a whole 11 minutes. Bezos hoped to highlight women in aeronautics by directly giving the credit and attention to a handful of celebrities who have 0 qualifications.
Easter Sunday fell on April 20th this year. Way to celebrate 420. The only thing higher than egg prices was me attending Easter brunch.
Trump tells NBC News that there are methods for seeking a 3rd term. Political experts are expecting the president to use his trademark method of directly breaking the law and getting away with it.
That's all we have for you tonight, folks. I'm Tyler Catalano.
She's not Tyler, and I'm Will.
And this was Bi-Weekly Update. Have a good night.
Stay informed.
Good evening. Thank you for attending this Studio A press conference. Very excited to stand before you today. Josh Lawrence, mayor of Studio A, here on the second to last episode of the season, penultimate, as one might say. What does penultimate mean to me? Let's ask another question. What does Studio A mean to us? This season has brought laughter, tears of laughter, tears in my pants, lots of different things. We, as a nation, as a show, are going to new heights. We are pushing the boundaries of what is possible for MCTV every night. We've brought back jokes in the writer's room that one might think it's dead, because if you beat a horse enough, the horse dies. But if you beat the horse, the dead horse, you keep beating the horse, you actually create two horses. And that's when you get another suggestion for Guess Who's Green 2. I'm excited to announce to you tonight that we will be returning to the Guess Who's Green franchise. I would now open up to press for any questions.
Josh.
Yes, you in the back. Oh, wow. Okay, yes, you in the back.
Josh, is it possible that blueberry clitoris was the funniest joke ever proposed this season? Is it possible that Blueberry Clitoris 2 will be released one of these days?
You know, we don't like to remove any possibilities from happening, because we love to believe at this show that anything is possible and new innovations, and we can grow and build off of our history while acknowledging the faults of our past and destroying systems of power that have been in play. And we need to have conversations.
I'm not satisfied with your answer.
Blueberry Clitoris 2 will be returning. Any other questions? Yes. Yes. Yeah.
How do I prepare for the Marist squirrel uprising should it happen?
The Marist Squirrel Uprising.
Yes.
Our team is hard at work at assessing the problem, and we are always aware that it is entirely possible at any point that the squirrels could be lying, that they want us to think that they're just burying nuts and running around and whatnot, but they actually have a much more sinister plan. Now, we don't like to remove the possibility, so what you need to do is stick with the people that are going to have your back when the squirrel uprising, if the squirrel uprising may occur. And in this situation, Studio A will have your back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Next up, please.
Josh, are the allegations true that you were nominated for the USC Speaker Mind Challenge in 24 hours span, but you decided not to do it?
Whew. Wow, starting with allegations was scary, but I'm glad where that landed. Yeah, I would like to say that I did in fact do the Ice Bucket Challenge. And I think that's a very important thing. I like where the Ice Bucket Challenge actually began. It used to raise awareness for ALS, which is something that's pretty near and dear to my heart. So, I'm glad to see the Ice Bucket Challenge returning in different forms as a reminder of that original concept, and also, raising awareness for different problems as well.
There you go. That should be all.
Yep. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Josh, what is, and the answer will, determine the safety of this studio. What is the difference between a Corinthian capital and an Ionic capital?
So,
visually describe.
when we're talking about the two capitals, we have to think that one of them is a bit more Corinthian, and the other is just a bit more Ionic.
And the difference, you would say?
And the difference between them is, if you look at the spelling, one of them actually does start with the letter C, whereas the other starts with an I. Now, these key differences, the letter C has a bit of a curvature to it, whereas the I is kind of an upright form. And I think that brings Studio A to its new upright position as MCTV's greatest show in history. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please, step forward. Yes.
Sorry, this is hard for me to talk about, but
Yeah.
my best friend was a worm who got stomped on the sidewalk, and it was raining outside. And the perpetrator has not been brought to justice, so what are you going to do about that? My best friend.
Well, that is a loaded and heavy question, and I would first like to say I'm deeply sorry for your loss. We here at Studio A do not take this sort of thing lightly. We will not rest until your friend is brought to justice. Thank you. Yes.
So wet.
Yeah, it gets wet out there, worms up on the concrete and whatnot. Yes, please.
This is a very important question. So there have been rumors, there have been allegations, there has been evidence that there are wizards living under campus. What do you have to say about that?
Now, I would like to prevent any mass hysteria about the possibility of there being wizards underneath the campus. But I cannot say for certain that there are not, because we never could know. They could be invisible or casting spells to make it difficult for us to perceive them. And the fact that they are underground is another layer of dirt and concrete that prevents us from seeing the truth. Now, we here at Studio A are dedicated to finding the truth, to understanding what it is that makes the wizards do what they do, and bring them to the surface and see if we can learn from them.
Josh.
Follow-up question: have you
Yes.
ever read a book?
Have, I believe I have, yes.
You're done.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
How do you reply to the allegations that you were just recently kicked out of the MCTV Polycule by Will and Jess?
I plead the fifth. Next question.
He was kicked out of the Polycule.
Yeah.
My commute to Champ right now between my classes is terrible. Have you considered building roller coasters between our dorms and the academic buildings?
Now, it really does come down to a question of funding. And while we, in an ideal society, would love to have the roller coasters bringing us to our destinations, to our final destination of glory and unity, we have to ask the questions, what are the systems of power that are preventing us from building the roller coaster? We need to unify and get out on the streets and make this happen. And I will fight alongside you for this. Thank you.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Yes. You first. Josh.
Josh,
Yes.
what are you doing, man? Come on. What are you doing?
What am I doing?
What are you doing? Pretending you're not a wizard. Come on.
Oh.
That answer before? Very wizardry.
Now, these allegations against me for being a wizard are very false. I do not cast spells. I do not brew potions.
But you do wear a cloak and you wave a magic wand around in your room at night and you say hocus pocus diddlyocus.
So I would
and
like
I know
to
that
argue
about
that
you.
these videos that are being shared of me, allegedly of me, are actually fabricated through the use of generative AI. Yes. Get out.
Wait a minute.
Sorry, my.
Yes, of course.
Or were they generated by magic? Mr. Lawrence, how did you arrive in this building today? Broomstick!
No.
Stick, I saw.
He just said the word broomstick. I heard the word
I
broomstick in the room because you said it.
Check the records. I did not say. Let the records show I did not say.
Wizard.
I-
Wizard.
I'm
Wizard.
not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Next question.
I don't consider that you may be a vampire.
What is happening?
Josh, have you ever considered you're kind of ugly and you
What?
should leave?
No, wizards aren't ugly. That's all. That's all. I'm not taking any more questions. Good night. Good night. Hello there. I have the wonderful and exciting opportunity to be sitting down with the Humarists, Marist's very own improv group. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hello, everybody. We are almost all of the Humarists here. I'm Sierra. Hi, I'm Emily.
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
I'm Luke. I'm Thomas.
All right, that's exciting stuff. All right, well, for those who may not know, which they should be kicked out of this college, but for those who don't know, what exactly do the Humarists do?
Improv and sketch comedy. So yeah, we are just the improv troupe here on campus, and it started in the 90s, and it's been going every year. And we meet multiple times every week, and then every semester we do like a big show, live performance of improv and sketch comedy. There's some videos that go online. What else?
Yeah, to, I guess, add on to the sketch comedy part, we all submit short little comedy skits, about 3 or 4, I would say, that we submit each semester, and then we vote on the ones that we want to do, and we also we videotape them and we post them on YouTube. So check out the Humarists on YouTube as well.
Good plug. Good plug. All right. Well, so how many of you, just out of curiosity, were theater kids in middle/high school? And has that formed your experience at all?
I actually, like, my first job was teaching theater. So I was a theater kid in elementary school, and I taught theater for, like, most of high school. And so it comes very, very close to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, former theater kid here. Did that for a lot of middle school, a lot of high school. I did some improv in high school. Not the same as here, though. Practically had to beg everyone, please come to my improv club. and now everybody, I'm the new guy, and everyone shows up, and I don't even have to ask.
Wow.
So yeah, I also did theater in high school. Definitely a theater kid here. And I think, yeah, that's largely where I got the foundation of, like, just acting in general. I'd say in high school I was more comfortable with musical acting and a little more. I did musicals, which were largely, like, big animated expressions, so like a lot of comedy. But I'd say improv is really where I grew to, like, flex my comedic muscles. Like, it's the form of acting I feel most confident in, as opposed to, like, dramatic acting, for example. So yeah, it's really just informed my experience, my acting, my skills. It's great.
Very cool stuff.
Yeah. In middle school and like before that, I always did acting like in school, like in theater and stuff like that. I also went to like a performing arts summer camp. Shout out French Woods. So that was like a very big thing for me. And then when in high school, I got too embarrassed by it, and I thought that I was bad, so I stopped. And I thought it was like, oh, that's for nerds. Like, I don't want to do that. And then I got to college, and then my junior year, I actually tried out, and I got in. And I don't even know why I did it. I just thought of that it would be something fun to do. I really had no prior knowledge of it or thought about doing it before, and it turned out to be like one of the things that I love so much, and I think that I do pretty well at. So it's cool.
Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I ask because I'm former theater kid myself, so, glad to see you guys doing well, not ending up in an Applebee's and whatnot, as I've been told. So you guys talked a little bit about your sketch comedy and whatnot. What would you say your creative process for that sort of stuff looks like?
Well, in practice, we basically, like, a week before we pitch both our videos and our stage sketches, we do a full just like brainstorm session where people can come with ideas and we bounce them off each other. And then that's where we decide, like, do we want to write anything collaboratively, or do people give suggestions that we take and then write ourselves? But yeah, it's a little bit of both. Everybody ends up pitching at least one thing. But the process, like the creative process collaboratively, is we make sure to do a brainstorming session so that nobody is going in cold before we do like a reading.
Absolutely, yeah. Anything else to add?
Yeah, I mean, I guess another thing about our sketch comedy is that it could literally be anything. Like, yeah, we do get together and we do, like, throw some ideas around. But then sometimes, someone like Lindsay will come in and say, hey, can I pour yogurt on someone's head on stage? And we'll be like, yes, actually, you can do that. So anything can happen with that. There's definitely no crazy limit, I would say.
And the yogurt has actually happened.
The yogurt happened.
The yogurt
yeah, there was yogurt.
How much gurt was dispensed?
Well, like, your average go-gurt.
One full.
Okay, all right. So like one, Yeah. All right.
There was yogurt. Yeah.
Gurt everywhere. That's what we like to see.
Also, I think, at least from one of mine, that I pitched that got chosen last semester was something that like was vaguely based off my real life, about a hamster that died.
Condolences.
I know, rest in peace. But so sometimes it's fun to pull things from your like real life and just turn them into like something silly and fun and dramatic. So it can really come from anywhere.
Good stuff. So which one of you would you say is the funniest?
Alex, the leader.
Guys, let's be real.
It's Luke.
It's all of us. We're all equal.
this.
As a unit, that's beautiful. We love to see this sort of unity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all funny in our own different ways. I feel like that's kind of the standard answer for this sort of question. But like a lot of us have our own strengths, and we all like give each other notes, and so it's sort of a building process of all of us just becoming way more funnier, like as we go. So.
Totally.
Yeah. Alien walks in, bunch of aliens. They've come down from space, you know. You got lasers pointing at us, you know. They're going to obliterate this room unless one of you tells the funniest joke. Which one are you letting speak?
Luke has a really good.
Luke has a really. What everybody loves is to say, "Here, deliver this joke," and then they have to. Yeah, Luke has a good one.
I'm so sorry. You don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
God save me.
Yeah.
All right. What would you say is a DJ's favorite sauce?
I don't know.
Never. That's it.
And that's what you pay
that's
to
the fate of the whole room.
Yeah.
That is good stuff.
Yeah.
Yep, we are saved.
Yeah.
Now, guys, you're so cool. Guys, I'm getting kind of desperate. Would you guys hire me? I mean, here's my resume. Do you think I'm hireable?
Well, so we don't employ anyone. We have no money. Our budget goes entirely to a bunch of T-shirts, which you can get, perchance, at a T-shirt toss at our show on May 8th at the Nelly G at 9:15 p.m. But yeah, that's where all of the budget goes. However,
Your experience is you went outside a bit.
Yeah, that's really impressive. And you made this resume too.
I really like the Mario Kart though. That may swing you a little bit.
And you know the fact that you, as a fetus, you did grow your own arms, legs, and eyes.
I worked
many
pretty
of
hard.
us
I
can
think
say
that was
that
some of
we've
my
done
best
that?
work when I was in the womb.
Wow.
Professional.
Oh.
You're an animatronic arts major?
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese University.
And you know, you really had me with your objective. I'm just a fun guy, you know. I mean, I think with
I
a
really want a
opener
shirt.
like that.
By all means, yes. Yeah.
run it by our manager.
Yeah, there you can
Yeah,
find
well,
them
you'll
on
hear back from us in
All right,
5 to 7
wonderful.
business days. So
business
yeah,
days.
keep
Good,
yourself open.
Good. What are your hours of operation? What are your business days?
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays and
Wednesdays.
Sundays.
And Sundays.
So
But we only do
2
business
days
on
per
Wednesdays.
week. All right. So that's going to be a lot of weeks. Nonetheless. Do you guys have anything you'd like to tell us about, like anything upcoming, any exciting next moves for the Humarists?
Why yes.
Why, yes.
Does anybody want to take it away?
Or yes.
All right, so every year we do a theme for our big show that I mentioned before. And as previously mentioned, on May 8th, we are having a tea party.
Tea party.
Oh. Very classy.
Ooh, yes. Yes, Pinky's up for the tea party. So
Very
yeah,
exciting.
that'll be our improv and sketch comedy show.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm certainly going to be in attendance, and I know everyone in the control room is very excited about this. Thank you so much for sitting down. This has been a wonderful interview.
Absolutely.
And have a good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, of course. You guys were wonderful. Thank you. Hi, it's a beautiful evening to be looking for love or just someone to talk to. Please, dear God. Hi, my name is Josh, and I'm here doing some speed dating. And contestants are going to come through and say something that I might rather not hear on a first date, and with the ultimate goal of making me break, or, I don't know, making anyone laugh. So let's get after it, shall we?
Hey,
Oh, hi.
so let's cut to the chase. Can I call you Daddy?
Strong start. Strong start.
Hey, just wanted to say I hope you're good with kids because I'm pregnant.
How far along?
We're getting there. All right, door back.
Hi, I just gave birth
Oh.
to our baby.
Wow.
You are a daddy. You have
mine.
You have to be.
Do you know about this other guy who's also pregnant? This is crazy.
Mamma mia.
What's happening in Poughkeepsie right now?
Hi.
Hello.
So I hope it's okay. I've started recording this
Uh-huh.
already. I'm a social media influencer, and I'm hoping you can answer this question. My followers want to know, how big is your hog? Can you? Okay, you don't want to answer that. That's fine. I'll tell my followers.
Sorry. Hi.
It's very serious,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. Sorry. Hi.
So I'm assuming you brought your resume and cover letter?
I had one. Oh, jeez.
Likely story.
Oh, God. Fumbled it. Way to go, Josh.
You know, this is the problem with females these days. You wouldn't understand, but they don't actually respect high-value men like us. That's what I'm saying the two guys like us should get together.
I'm not against it.
What?
I mean, what?
You're not against it?
I mean, yeah.
What, are you a liberal?
No, I mean, no. What? What was I supposed to say?
So I just need to tell you, I'm not legally allowed to be within 100 feet of a Build-A-Bear. Yeah.
I can work with that.
Just for starters, I do tend to be a little emotional.
Okay.
Unavailable.
Oh, rats. Really thought I had one.
Hi.
Hi.
Have you read Hamlet?
Yeah, I did. High school, I did. Yeah.
Do you know about like the allegories in Hamlet? Because what do you think it's about?
Wow. I'm sure I wrote an essay on this at some point.
I know more about Hamlet than you.
I don't think you're wrong. Can you? Okay.
I'm too smart.
All right. That was a winner right there. The one that got away.
Oh.
I took off my ankle monitor for this.
Oh.
So the police will be arriving very shortly. So we have to make this quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, more the merrier, as they say.
Well, yeah, I won't be here for long. All right.
Oh.
Yeah, they're coming. All right.
Well,
Goodbye.
it's been nice knowing you.
Hey, oh,
Hi.
must be the guy.
Yeah, I'm the guy. And you're the person.
Yeah, and I feel like we just had really good chemistry just there, and I think we should get married.
Sure.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, I'll meet you there. Actually.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm not seeing anyone else, right?
Yeah, no. Did I win?
We're still going.
Okay.
Oh my God, hey.
Hey.
So let's just get this over. Can you take off your shoes?
You know what? He knows what he wants, and I appreciate that.
So my ex was crazy.
Uh-huh.
Also, I think we should get matching tattoos.
Uh-huh.
And are you fertile?
Oh, wow. What a lead. That's a 3-body paragraph right there. Hi.
You got the stuff?
The
key to my heart.
You might have the...
You don't? Okay. No, we're wasting my time.
No, wait, that was good. Wait, come back. Shucks.
Hi. So I went that way, and I actually genuinely bumped that camera, and I can't stop thinking about it. And I just want everyone in here to know I'm so sorry. And if you hate me, it's okay.
I understand, you know. I've met a lot of strange and wild characters. Bumping into a camera is probably the least of the crimes I've seen here at this table tonight.
Thank you. I'm sweating a lot.
Yeah, of course. That's good to know. Hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. What's up?
Oh, just living the dream, I suppose. What do you? Something the matter?
I'm just kind of bored.
Already?
Yeah, I don't know. All right.
Hi there.
I do my taxes, okay?
Okay, yes, I believe you. I believe you. Whoa. Oh, hi.
So we're actually looking for a third right now.
I was looking for a
Well,
1.
maybe if you have like a fourth or a sixth.
Ah,
You know,
okay.
bring back polygamy.
Uh-huh.
I'm actually forming like a harem.
Yeah. We're looking for a third, fourth.
Oh, wow. You know what? I'll take it. Yeah. Sure. I see this as a complete victory, and yeah. Well, that's the end of that. Found myself a 6th,
see you guys later.
7th.
Bye.
Life is good.
We're actually leaving you.
Oh, wow. Oh, so, and they're all leaving me. Well, that was quick. Goodbye. Well, folks, we had a fun time here tonight. Another wonderful evening at Studio A Bar and Grill. Wonderful things happened. I'm apparently getting married, like, soon. So, hey, we take these wins. Alrighty, folks, well, thank you so much for coming out tonight. We had wonderful guests, the Humarists, and, well, the next episode will be the last of this season, so that's going to be one to tune in for. See you, folks, later. Good night.